we know Rally Turkey is rough as rough can be, but listening to the drivers in their pre-event interviews, they all talk about this stage. It's the first stage on Sunday morning. It's Cettabelli. Apparently, it's killer Cettabelli. Now, we thought we'd send our man, George Donaldson, into the stage to see why it deserves that reputation.
Well, here we are in this stage that seems to have all the drivers and the teams traumatised. We started off driving this stage this morning. We're at the 21 kilometre point. We have seen about 6 character changes from gorgeous 5 kilometres of fast flowing, I call it Finland fast road. Beautiful surface, little bit of camber on it, nicely built road, good macadam construction. However, 5 kilometres, the character changes. The road narrows, steep cambers, lots of infill loose, not bound by anything. It will lift off, it will lift out, but the road was still flat. But then, after about 8 kilometres, narrowed again, and now we start to go up. Slow corners, steep climbs, and the road is loose. Gravel everywhere, stones if we look down here, like this. These are embedded into the ground and they are sharp. They're so abrasive, they will rip the tyres out. Punctures has to be a massive risk here. Lots of shards of rock, some of them massive, some small like that, all just waiting. And if you turn them upside down, there's a driver's name on the bottom of each one, literally. So halfway through this stage, several, 5 or 6 changes in character, steep downhill, narrow, twisty and unbelievably loose surface. So you'd say normally it would clean, but it's not going to clean. It's just going to move out the way, and then it will give you these shards of rock, which on the face of it give you more grip, but they move out too, and we're going to get ruts coming, and the ruts are going to catch the sidewalls of tyres perhaps. Who knows what's going to happen, but I can easily believe that somebody going into this stage with a minute's lead on Sunday morning could easily come out 5 minutes behind, having had 2 punctures. It could easily happen. This stage is going to be everything to the championship. On the face of it, it does feel terribly rough, but you know, I'm quite keen on Sebastian Loeb winning his last ever potential rally. I guess if he wins it, it won't be his last, but I think he's on for it. I think it can happen here. So all these character changes, all these elements of the road, of the driver, of the position in the road, but the big thing we haven't mentioned yet, dust. 10:30 in the morning here now, not a breath of wind. Not a breath of wind. Lots of valleys. Now there's a few places where we're up a little bit higher, the dust will clear. Naturally it'll fall down the hill, but here we are in the bottom of a valley, coming up from 700 or 800 metres from a hairpin that was steep down for about 3 kilometres. The dust is just going to hang. It's going to be unbelievably tough. We think we're going to see the dust being a problem. 4-minute gaps, 5-minute gaps. I know the teams are going to push for it. Are they going to get it? I have no idea. But it will be a factor here. And that factor multiplies the fact that you can't see these nasty sharp rocks. You cannot maybe pick out the edge of the road where the edge of the road has fallen away. And that will happen. We've seen places where the edge of the road is right on the cut. And there's nothing, there's no hardcore beneath it. Those roads are going to fall away. It's going to narrow. The cars are going to be pushed out onto the loose stuff every time. And next to the loose stuff, rock face. So, you know, caution. Survival. Drive like your granny, guys.